What's up, all you Diablo 4 superfans?
That's my line.
I wanted to talk a little bit about Diablo 4 today. Let me start out by saying I'm a fan of the Diablo IP, the lore, the atmosphere, the gameplay, and that's why Diablo 4 was such a massive disappointment for a lot of us, and in some aspects it still is. We all know this. One thing off the top of my head that drives me crazy and is super disappointing is glyph leveling. And that's because it can still only be done in Nightmare Dungeons, and we all know how much we love to do those. Some of us still don't have much faith in the development team, but let's give credit where it's due. They keep making meaningful improvements, although at times too slowly in my opinion. They need to pay attention to Path of Exile too, as I see that game as a very, very serious competitor to its market share, but that's a topic for a different video. While I'm not a fan of the newest class, the Spiritborn, which releases with the expansion pack sometime in October, because I think it's a lame choice, and if I were in charge, knowing how disappointing Diablo 4 has been, I'd have given the fans what they wanted, and we wanted a paladin. But with all of that aside, I want to say that Diablo 4 is headed in the right direction. I think Season 5, while having some minor issues at launch, is mostly a success from my personal perspective. There are more viable build options, and that alone has opened up the fun factor for me. Some will argue it's still generator spender, and while that is true, that issue goes away very quickly with tempering and aspects. It's not nearly anywhere as bad as it was before, and let me tell you, it was fucking bad. This, in my opinion, is where the game finally gets fun, as I absolutely hate having to generate my resource, especially early on a fresh character, where it takes so damn long. I first rolled a Chain Lightning Sork, and I was having a pretty good time leveling. As I stated previously, it was generator spender for about 15 levels, while gradually becoming much more fluid with leveling and gear drops. I was quickly able to temper some gear and get lucky with a few resource-friendly aspects via Helltide drops before unlocking the dude who can roll aspects for your gear. Somehow his name escapes me at the moment. There are finally pets that pick up gold and Helltide shards for you, thank fucking Christ. Gems don't take up entire stash tabs. There is now somewhat of a crafting system similar to last epoch. You have much more control over builds because of this, and it's a great thing. Season 4 brought gear changes, and not everything that drops is completely fucking useless anymore. Leveling has been sped up considerably, and I think for people who are just excited to get to the higher Nightmare tiers and do the seasonal Infernal Horde events, this is only a good thing. If you gave up on Diablo 4 and you are wondering if Season 5 is a good time to come back and check it out, I'd say yes. The new expansion will come out in October, and while we don't know about all the changes it will bring, now could be a good time for people to come back and give it another shot. That's all I've got for you today, nice and short. Be excellent to each other.